Okay, and again, because of their rules, I do have to show that I am on console. So here's a display, or my display capture showing my capture window. So let us once again give it a shot. And I think this time if I do just die in the cave again, I'm not going to bother resetting. I just want to get going. I don't want to sit here forever just resetting over the first trick. The main thing is I just don't want to die after I start renting items. So that's why later, like when I actually start doing dungeons, I'm going to play it a little bit safer. As I don't want to die. Especially since some of the tricks do require you to take damage to do them. And I am going to do the route where I get both of the male upgrades. For the safety and for the fact that specifically the Yuga Ganon fight, I am just absolutely atrocious at. Like I've done randomizers where I've had like 18 hearts going into the final fight, and I've died to Yuga Ganon a couple times. Like, it's rough out here. Yeah, it's not too bad. The blue mail, I think from the video I was watching, it says it wastes like 40 seconds to go for. The red mail is not terribly difficult, because it's not even that too far out of the way. But the blue mail one is a little bit out of the way, but I'm still gonna just get it, because I'd rather have all the defense I can get. Weirdly enough, the one, like, the trick that I was so worried about, having watched runs before, was I was worried about getting the trial skip. Like, trial skip looked like it was so, like, scary and difficult and all this, and then learning it myself, I was able to get it, like, 5 times in a row. The route I'm doing is swamp immediately. There are a couple, from what I was looking at, there were a couple different routes depending on what your rupee count looks like. Nah. Can I get... Okay, well, I'll take that. There's also, in the Swamp Palace... Oh, okay. I'll have to... I don't think entering a house resets the enemy spawns, but I'll try. Yeah. I'm not here to, like, learn anything. I'm here to reset enemies. I didn't actually mean to kill him, so hopefully he comes back. Okay, he does. Okay, that's unfortunate. But yeah, the Swamp Palace has a BK skip and an entire boss skip. I learned both methods, but I was not able to do the full boss skip consistently. So I'm just gonna be doing the BK skip instead. Come on. One of these... Is any of these gonna have a heart drop? Thank you. What? That didn't push me far enough. Oh, this is unfortunate. And then I just jump over him. Yeah, in terms of like the amount of tricks you do, Swamp definitely seemed like it had the most. But like out of all of them, like skipping the entire boss fight itself seemed very tricky, and I was not able to get it consistently. But the BK skip I was able to do consistently, so I'm just gonna do that to start. And then just work on consistency for the boss skip. I don't know if that'll actually work. No. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, good news. We're finally actually getting somewhere. Not a lot of rupee drops, which is not good. And then I am going to be saving. I think I still need some rupees. Because I'm supposed to have 10 rupees at this point. So I will take the fire rod, and then I will go try and farm a couple rupees. I know this area, these bushes can drop rupees. Looks like they just don't want to. I wish I could buy it. Okay, there we go. So now I can buy the bow. And now we actually go to the castle. And then a side effect of doing all these skips at the start is I won't have a visible stamina bar. So I have to track my stamina as I go, which thankfully from my practice wasn't too bad. The tutorial I watched made it seem like you have to do a lot of like intensive resource management with it, but I was not running into that many issues. I can't believe Dampé just did nothing here. Okay, and then this grave over here has some rupees. Hoping for some rupees here. So I should ideally have around 60 when leaving here. Nice. Any extra is always welcome. And our first split is officially done. I only wasted like 3 minutes trying to do Death Mountain early. The other one I'm not so confident in, but I at least shouldn't have too many issues with, is the BK skip in Eastern. It took me a while to actually get it the first time. Okay, give me the tornado rod. Okay. And now off to Eastern Palace we go. Can I get the swag? Oh, I missed. Now there is a trick here to get a bunch of rupees earlier than intended. I have not practiced it, so I will not be doing it. So we will just be going into Eastern normally, and I'll grab them later after. Nice. Go into the secret room. Do. Okay, so can I get the boss key skip in a decent time? Actually, no, I still need this for now. And without dying. That's the main thing, is you lose health by attempting it. So I'm going to leave some of these pots so that in case I do take damage, I can recover from it. Hey, you're not supposed to... He aggroed onto me from pretty far away. Nope. I need him to come back up. Yeah, this is why it's not a fun trick. And it's funny because later I have to do a similar one, but it's much easier on this other one. Yikes. This is getting annoying. Perhaps I should practice this more. Why didn't that work? Literally got caught in the wall and it didn't count. Oh boy. Of course, things have to go awry when I need them to not. Why are you being so mean to me? At this point, it would have been faster for me to just do Eastern normally. Come on. I don't know why I'm not getting it. You're not supposed to be following me for this. Oh. See, now I'm looking like a fool having talked earlier about how I was getting a bunch of these really easily. And now here I am, like I've failed this for like probably 10 minutes straight now. And now I'm having to reset the whole dungeon because of it. Looking like an absolute fool. Yeah, it's just annoying. Just a shame. But I guess that just means I gotta figure it out more. Or maybe I should just accept my losses and actually just do the dungeon normally. If I'm just failing that for minutes on end. Just cut my losses. Oh, that's right. I gotta... Oh, I forgot to equip the tornado rod. And because I killed him, now I have to leave the dungeon. Oh, baby. Okay, I promise the rest of this will not be not nearly be as bad. Because the later stuff I have more confidence in. But I'm also just going to save now so I don't have to keep doing the dungeon over if I fail it again. There we go. Holy moly. Took enough time. Just ignore, like, the 10 minutes of failing it. No, nobody saw that. I got it first try. Give me my bow back. There are many bosses in this game where, because of doing archipelagos, I've had to do them in very weird ways. Like, I've had to do this Yuga fight with, like, bombs only and stuff like that. There was an archipelago I did with some friends where they didn't find my sword until I was already in Lorule Castle. Like, I was doing everything, like, out of logic and stuff just to have my paintings to go into Lorule, while my friends were still trying to find my swords. I even tried to beat you Ganon with only the bow. And let me tell you, that is not fun. Yeah, I saw the Mina AP is in development. I've seen that Andy has tested it, and it's possible to clear. So I think that would be a fun one to do. And then I gotta go over here. For this chest. And then our eastern split is finally done. It's pretty rough, but it was fun. I mean, that's good. I watched Andy stream it, and it looked like they did some interesting stuff with, like, gating levels behind checks, which I think was cool. So, like, I think Andy's, like, first level up was magic, because that was all he could find. Stuff like that, I think, was a pretty interesting take. Okay, so now I'm gonna rent the hammer and bombs, and then I'm gonna take a small detour back towards Eastern to pick up some rupees that the route technically required me to grab earlier, but I just don't know the Fire Rod QEC for it. Actually, I don't think... No, you can't even do QEC because I don't have the ability to yet. But there's a damage boost you can take to get up on a wall to walk over to some rupees that I did not learn. So we're just gonna go back and get it the casual way, which is by using the hammer. And then I technically can now go pick up the second equip, but I'm not going to bother. I don't really need it. And even though I don't feel confident as much in doing, like, the quick equip menuing all the time, I'm still not gonna go for it. Doop, doop, doop. I've also had to do APs where I've never had the bell. That's not fun. Having to just walk everywhere. But I've been wanting to do more archipelagos. I just gotta find a group that's willing to do them more consistently than the friend group that I have been playing them with. That's all I needed this detour for, were those. We go to CAC. Nope. And then there's a cutscene skip I can do here as well. I will try once. Okay. I just didn't even press the tornado rod. Masterful play from me, honestly. Okay. I'm tapping the... there. Jeez. And then there really isn't... I mean, I guess... I'm still just gonna save. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And do this. Small little skip. And I can get this like that. Actually, I think that might have been bad. I think I used the small key in the wrong spot, just there. I think... yeah, okay. I used the small key in the wrong spot, so it's a good thing I saved. I just had a complete, like, mental blank there and used it in the wrong spot. Oh, that's fine. At least this dungeon is very short. Do do do. Okay, this is how I'm supposed to do it. Not use the key there. There we go. Take that. And there's where I'm supposed to use the small key. Okay. Let's see if I can get the fast strat. No, I'm getting bullied. Can you tell I'm not good at that boss's strat either? Alright, and now on to Tower of Hera. Are you kidding me? These guys could not have stopped in a worse spot. And we're gonna do some skips here as well. These ones aren't terrible, so this shouldn't go poorly. Don't want to get rid of all these guys. Okay. Early. What? I have to wait for my stamina. There we go. And then I just do it one more time once I have the stamina. And then I need to come over here. I need to wait here. It's because I need to do Tornado Rod twice. Oh, shoot. I just realized I didn't even grab the key that I need. But I think this is recoverable because that room down here, I think, has a key as well. So I'll just grab it here. There's a setup to just do this whole room with just arrows and not have to worry. So I gotta learn that. And then everybody's favorite boss. Ow. Not as good of a fight as I would have liked, but oh well. Now we get to see how much will I get trolled in the Lost Woods. To CAC we go. I think it's down. Yeah, okay. And then this one doesn't matter because it's always down. And then the route says I need to have at least 240 rupees, or yeah, 250 rupees by this point. And I have 400. And then I need to rent the hookshot and ice rod. And then now I should be able to... actually, no. I can't remember when exactly I get it. I think I do get it here, though. The quick equip. Yeah. And because I didn't go to Hyrule earlier, or Hyrule Castle, the castle is going to be in a bit of a weird state. Because now there are guards in here that shouldn't be here during this part. And then the next room, the camera is also going to get kind of wonky. But I just kind of have to wait here. Let's get rid of these guys. Alrighty. Alright, now on to the actual castle dungeon part itself. And then here we're also going to do another skip with the tornado rod. This one should be easier than the one I was trying in Eastern for a while. Okay. I need to lure this guy up, and then back down. There we go. And I think it's right here. Yeah. See? That one's not so bad. Now, if only it could have been like that at Eastern. Yeah, I don't think I will be dealing with any of these guys. We're just gonna go past them all. And I thankfully don't have to really bother with anything else in here, other than just going straight for Yuga. Thankfully, this Yuga fight is very simple. Incredibly simple. Now enter low rule and start the process of the low rule dungeons. 2 back-to-back bots coming in to sell V-bots. I'm actually like really confused as to like, do people still engage and like buy V-bots in the current year? Like, is that a thing people still do? Because, like, I know there are some streamers that people accuse of view-botting and whatnot, but, like, are people actually view-botting these days? I don't know. So now, let's go get into Swamp Palace early. Go. Nope. Up, Link. I just was looking more at the items and not my screen. Do, 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 do. Come on. Do, do, do. The tricky part for me is getting into the exact spot where I can pop back up inbounds here without clipping where I don't want to be. But like clipping out of bounds here, very easy. What? Okay. What? He pushed me back in bounds. That's not fair. That's just evil. Oh, dang it. This is by far the most obnoxious part. It's just getting to this spot and like clipping up from here. Don't block me again. Thank you. Okay. Now let's get the blue mail because I'm bad at the game. Come here. And now the scary part is going to be making sure I can drop into the boss room correctly. I'm also going to grab this real quick. So now I can just come back up here, go back up, and then I need to clip out of bounds again, but this time I don't have to go nearly as far and it's not nearly as obnoxious. Because now I just need to come here, stand about here. Oh. I have to wait for my stamina. Okay. Now I am needing to navigate carefully into the boss room. See? Not too bad. The ice rod can interrupt this. Like that. There we go. So I can technically skip the entire boss itself and just not have to do that fight, but I was not able to do it consistently enough for me to feel confident in doing it. So I'll just take the time loss and actually do the boss. And then we're about to skip an entire dungeon anyway. Because the Desert Palace we don't do any of. Assuming everything goes right, I should be able to skip the entirety of it. I'm going to activate this because I am going to have to take a bunch of damage for the skips here. So I want to just make sure that I have a save point to go back to. Leave me alone. Okay. And then, so I need to I'm trying to clip into this wall next to me. And I have to clip in and then use my sword swing to stop me from going too far, like that. And then I can tornado rod up. And then there's a very specific spot that they recommend I stand for this. I think is right here. Just not getting the hop I need. And that's one of the other risks, is if you mess it up, you fall down. No, I didn't QEC fast enough. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have the damage from the fire rod push me up. Yeah, I'm on. Why are you not wanting to play nice now? Thank you. And I immediately messed it up. And that's what happens if I don't cancel it soon enough with my sword. Why am I not getting hit? I'm not who I should be. There we go. So now I come over here to this statue. I want to position myself just behind this line. Okay, there we go. That's the entire Desert Palace skipped. And we're gonna do something very similar to the Ice Palace here. The Ice Palace is gonna get mostly skipped as well. So I'm gonna have to do another Fire Rod boost like that to get up there. And this one I also very much did not like. Okay. Okay. So now I'm on the wall. Okay. I want to be very careful. I need to shimmy along here. There we go. That skips having to do a bunch of caves in Low Rule Death Mountain. Fire Rod. Oh! I moved much sooner than I was supposed to. What? Do not push me off, I swear. Okay, in another palace, we're gonna skip the whole thing, even the boss this time. Technically. The boss is there, and we will deal damage to the boss, but we're not actually gonna really fight it. I need to drop a couple floors. Need to look for the frame where Link gets shoved slightly. I didn't get enough out. Too late. I didn't dash soon enough. Too far. Not dashing soon enough. Okay, I think this is fine. Maybe. Yeah. And then I stand up here. I want to slightly walk forward. Oh, I was too far down, so now the boss actually spawns. Well, we'll see if I can actually do the fight. But I'm supposed to land a little bit further up, and which wouldn't actually trigger the fight. Okay, that was kind of scary, being at half a heart at the end there, but we got it. It's not the intended strat, but we'll take it. Because the way it was supposed to work is I was supposed to drop in just enough above to where the boss didn't spawn, but his hitbox remains active, so I can just fire rod him a couple times to end the fight without actually having to do the fight. And here in Skull Woods, there's a trick I can do, but this dungeon is mostly going to be vanilla. Until the end. The end, then it gets weird. I can do a little cycle skip here. I'm merging here and popping out there. There's a little skip I can do here. I want to wait for this guy to go away. Like that. Thankfully, that was pretty quick. Actually, I can just do this. And the next trick is coming up here in a second, where I need to try and duplicate an item. So we'll see if I can get it. If not, having to do it the vanilla way isn't too terribly worse. I mean, it is, but I'm not that concerned. So this little eye here, I need to try and stand in a very specific way. There we go. So this eye activates that statue, and then I pick it up just as it activates, and then I can use it for the other one. And that skips having to go grab the other eye. So that's pretty nice to be able to get that. And now we're going to do a boss skip. So unfortunately I will not be getting this heart container. But if I get this quickly enough, it'll look pretty cool. So you just come up to this wall, slash it once. And there we go. And that boss is skipped. So the way that that worked is I tornado rod just as the boss attacks, and then I land on him while holding up, and his hitbox just shoves me into the wall. And then we're on to my least favorite dungeon. I do not like Dark Palace. We're also going to do a skip for the maze section. So normally there's a lot of like sneaking around you have to do to get into the Dark Palace, but there's a way to skip it that I will be doing. Okay, let's see if I can get this quickly enough. Come down here. There's some enemies. I want this. I want to bait this guy. I want to bait this guy into coming over here. Come on. Oh wait, I need to... And now I'm on the little wall here. And there we go. I skipped the entire maze. I had forgotten I needed to take damage to get iframes. Alright, my least favorite dungeon. And let's see if I can get the Genosaur King fast fight. So if I place bombs there, when he spawns, he'll be right next to them, and then they'll blow up on him. And I want to re-equip him. That should end. I mean, it was supposed to end the first phase pretty quickly. There we go. Thankfully, this boss isn't terrible. See, not bad. Right, on to Turtle Rock. Which also goes by pretty quickly, assuming I can get the skip. Because there's a boss key skip for Turtle Rock as well. The tricky part is the glitch I have to do to get into Turtle Rock early. So we'll see if I can get that. Yeah, leave me alone. I don't care. Okay, and I have to do another fire rod boost. So to make sure I don't get trolled, I'm gonna just get rid of every enemy on the screen. So I need to stand next to this flower. There we go. Alright. So I'm in the area early. What I need to do is I need to come down here and kill some enemies that are going to be in my way if I don't. I'm not actually rescuing this turtle to do it the intended way. Nope. See, does that work? No, it didn't. Okay. See, maybe does that one work? Yes, it did. So I don't really know exactly how that works, but I think it has something to do with interrupting, like getting onto that dock, and then just interrupting it, but not trying, like, the game is basically waiting for me to approach a wall or a platform that I'm supposed to jump up. And then I use it to jump up to the wall here for Turtle Rock. And then I just use Tornado Rod to get myself up. But I'm not exactly sure on the specifics as to why it works or anything like that. Okay, and then now there is another little skip that I have to do here. I need to hit this whiz robe. And then I need to get him to come over here. Because I'm going to need him to damage boost me. Like that. I'm actually surprised I got that first try. Because in practice, I was messing this up a ton. But that skips the rest of the dungeon. Because now we're at the boss. I could have just taken damage to end this sooner. Because if he starts to spin like that, if you just take damage, it ends it. Okay, not bad. And then we're into Thieves' Hideout, which is the final dungeon of Low Rule. And then there will be a trick in Thieves' Hideout, but it's not going to be like nearly as massive as the other stuff. Okay, so I need to do this room. Oops. So I need to open the switch like normal, or open the door like normal. I do want to take some damage here. And then now that the door's open, now we can do our skip. Then I'm just gonna get knocked around here between the floors as I go up. And I want to be careful here. Okay. I want to hit that. Need to come up here. I should be able to just do a dash cancel there. Counts for being no. Right, and there's a small little time save I can maybe get here. Nope, just missed it. But I can land on the little, like, hole behind this thing, and I can just merge from up there to get over to the boss key sooner. Okay, on to Stall Blind. And thankfully that boss is a bit of a joke. Yo, thanks for the good luck. We're at the very end of it. I have to go into Lorule Castle and do trial skip. Yeah, it's really good. I unfortunately spent way too much time at the beginning of this run messing up skips. Probably, like, I kid you not, maybe like 15 minutes of this were lost to just messing up skips. And then I need to stand somewhere very specific. That's so I can grab that key early. So we're gonna go grab the red mail just so I can be safe for the final fight. And then we'll go into the bomb trial to do trial skip. Oh, wow. Wow. First try. I touched him. Okay, phase 1 done. And there we go. See, I lost a bunch of health during that. So, if I didn't grab the mail, I definitely would have died in that fight. And then timing doesn't end until I touch the Triforce. Come on. There it is. 219.15. It could have been so much better if I didn't fumble the tricks at the beginning for forever.